A warm welcome back to our show, UPBEAT SHOWBIZZ, where we interview upcoming artists to recognize and appreciate them as they continue to give back to the society with their wonderful talent. Joining me today is TSMALLZ MFANOMLIT. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. So can you please tell us more about yourself and more background detail pertaining to your stage name, TSMALLZ?
Okay, my name is Tsebiso. That's where the T comes from. Smalls, it was just, I was short in primary, so like everyone was just saying, they say small, they say small. So like I just mixed it up, and then I was lit. Everyone like likes my vibes. So like they say, if I'm lit, sharp, or so that's how it came up. TSMALLZ MFANOMLIT, but I was a rapper back then before I started doing this amapiano thing.
Okay, so since now you're mentioning vibes, what kind of vibes were you giving to people?
Well, way too many vibes. Way too many vibes. Like I could say like I can give like Sunday vibes sometimes, you know, some chill music, and then sometimes I can just switch it up and then turn up, you know, 24 hours.
So why did you change from being a rapper to producing amapiano songs and all that?
Usually, I wouldn't say I switched that much because like as a producer you just have to, you know, go into different genres and then exploring your talent as well as like the passion for music, you know. When you're doing things for music, like you meet different people, they'll teach you different things, and then you also need to know different types of sounds as well.
Now, speaking about passion, can you tell us more about your love for music and how it started, when it started, and the journey of your music and all that?
Yeah, my journey really started when I was young, because like I was raised in a, let's say, a community where like there are choirs, you know. Yeah, so like I used to join the choir there and there, and then I just dropped out. Then I formed a gang in high school called ATS, Attention Seekers. We were rapping, we were killing it. We went to some of the Sukukune FM, we went there. Some of the popular radio stations that are currently blowing up right now. We used to start like pitching up there, do little shows, freestyles and everything. Even at school, we used to host freestyles. After then, I just relocated to a different place. That's when like I met different people, and then I met like discovered a new sound. Yeah.
So for you discovering new sound, does this mean that you stopped rapping the time you actually moved out from the place you were staying at and started blending in, or you just wanted to blend in with the new people and just started doing a different thing, like a different genre? Because since you did mention that you were a rapper back then and you moved out from the place you were at and you moved into another location. So did the change of location also change your mindset from you being a rapper to you being a producer of amapiano and all that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's say, looking at it from a different perspective, man, I'd say like you have to adapt. Because like, let's say I'm from Limpopo. In Limpopo there are like Manyalo, there are way too many genres. Abomakazi, Kimonata, DJ Komi, there are way too many genres. And then when you go to Devon, let's say you move to Devon, and then when you get to Devon, there's only drum there probably. Yeah, there's only like Maskandi there. So if you're a producer and you want to adapt to that type of sound so that you can eat as well, you can learn as well, you can make like something different, something unique, your own type. You can mix it with your own vision and just make it like, that's how like versatility works, you know. So I just had to adapt to a different sound, and then like I just moved on from hip hop to amapiano full time.
Okay, so since you also mentioned vibes, right? Yeah. I also have a question in regards to the vibes that your songs actually gave me. So tell me more about your music and what inspired you and the kind of music that you produce currently. like the piano ones, because I don't know the rap ones. I don't know the rap ones.
That's true.
So yeah, can you please tell us more about what inspired you? What's the inspiration to your music, the inspiration to your beats? Because I loved your beats, like honestly.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Usually, like, let's just say, music has always been one thing that has been like in my family. You know, my uncle was a pastor. He used to play some keynotes there on the piano. I used to love those type of things. You know, marimba. You know, even the choir, just like I mentioned before.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't say like I just do it in gym for the money or for the, I do it for the love of it. You gotta love what you do and do what you love. Yeah.
Okay. There's one track that I loved. I love the beats, like I mentioned.
Yeah.
It's the Piano Tale.
Yeah.
And it like got more views because I also loved it. I like honestly it got more views from the list that she sent me. It got more more plays or more streams. Sorry. So how did you feel about the views? Because the views are now
fluctuating.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, usually to be honest, the Piano Tale was the first let's just say tape that I took out as a producer. That's when I officially switched. So the reason behind the views is like the marketing. I put like a lot of effort in the marketing, you know, and then like on the other ones, on the other EPs, like due to the company, people like yo, they don't have cash or data to stream and everything, you know. So like you have to bear with them. I mean, so as long as I know sometimes they might stream one track, it means a lot to me. You know, that one play goes a lot, goes like way too far. So like that's how it is.
Okay, I get it. So now, speaking about people and data and all that, what other ways do you have for showing people your work? How do you go about that besides posting on the internet or YouTube? What other ways do you market your music?
Usually I perform at different clubs around Pretoria, CBD, Joburg, and then like I'm planning on hosting a show in December at my hometown in Linkawi. Yeah, I'm planning on hosting something there, you know, promote the niggas who pushing out there, because like there are talents that are way too many talents that are not discovered there. Yeah, so I just want to give them an opportunity. Yeah, that's all.
So continuing with the question, sorry. What strengths do you have that you believe will make you a great musician or a producer one day?
Yeah, actually, my passion for music as a whole, my love for it actually. Yeah, that's one of the strengths that's keeping me, like, you know, gives me strength when I don't have strength. Like, the love of music, because like music heals. Yeah, that's how deep it is to me.
So, do you have any weaknesses that you're currently working on improving or anything?
Yeah, you know, every artist, producer, like they have to have some like lashes there and there, but like mine has to be like the effect of being impatient. I mean, always wanting things to just happen quick. Yeah, that's the problem. But besides that, I'm good.
So with you being impatient, what do you do if you're impatient? What do you have anger issues, or what do you do when you're impatient? What calms you down?
Okay. Usually, like I wouldn't say it's anger issues. It's just something that I was born with. And secondly, I handle it like by just taking deep breaths. That helps a lot. Drinking water. You know, thinking outside the box. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so now we're going to you collaborating with other artists and other producers as well.
Yeah.
What are the challenges that you have faced before? Because from the list that you did send, there were like features and features. What are the challenges that you guys faced or went through?
Usually I'd say like there was this other day, like this guy came up with a song, and the problem was like the title. So like we argued. I would say like the arguments, about the titles, the arguments about producing things, there are like some type of things that you have to put, and then like they'll say, nah, don't criticize it, and they'll say like, Gabza plays like this, Mr. Jay-Z does the same thing, Fellow T does the same thing, so you have to, now I believe in it like versatility, like being versatile, coming up with your own things, new stuff everywhere, so like arguments, that's the only thing that like creeps me out when I'm working with other people, disagreeing. But like at the end of the day, we just have to come up with one unique idea that this has to be the main goal. We focus on that, and then we get that, we finish that.
So, how did you guys solve the issue? How do you resolve issues, like such issues that you're mentioning now? How did you guys solve the issue?
Usually, like it's the problem-solving strategy that we used. It was rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
you.
that.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Maybe like thinking of other names or something, but rock, paper, scissors. I feel like
scissors,
it's like the best idea.
Because like we had only 2 titles for the track. It was like Selfinspiration or Umshiso.
Yeah.
So like my nigga Sekambo won that one. I was going with Selfinspiration, but like he was like, nah, this is Umshiso, and then I was like, yo, Umshiso, man. That's all.
So in one of your musics, your songs that you did collaborate with other people, there was and I quote, there's this phrase that you said about Dlalakale Raulo Aslam Mao. Like, what message are you trying to send to the younger youth or the younger fans that are listening to your music? What message and influence are you sending to the people that are actually listening to your music?
Usually like Dlalakale Raulo Aslam Mao. It sounds a bit offensive, but like in the entertainment industry, look at a great example like Sister Bettina. It made hits. I mean, because of the vulgar languages that they were using, so like I don't do it too much, I don't say it a lot, I mean, and it's just a fact. You have to shake that booty. You gotta shake what your mama gave you. That's all.
Okay. I had so many questions, but I feel like if I ask, it'll look like I'm being biased. But yeah, let's just move on to the next question, because the ones I have in my mind about what you just said, they're not going to work out. So let's just go to the thing that describing. Describe your performance to the audience. Have you ever performed before?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah, how do you feel performing? The adrenaline, how do you handle the adrenaline that you get, the anxiety that you get before performing? How do you handle it?
Yeah, you gotta plan before the performance, you just can go out on stage. Usually what I do before performing at a club, I arrive early and cover the crowd there. It's like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna pop? Because if like I'll be the first one to perform, it's gonna be like, yo, I gotta put lots and lots of energy. But if like I'm in the middle of the show, I'll just ease it up. So like it depends with the crowd, But like now I have way too many good experiences with the crowds that I've been performing to. I've never been like going off stage or those type of things.
Describe your performance venue. Like, how would you want your performance venue to be like?
I'd like to perform at Moses Mabhida. The Moses Mabhida Stadium or the FNB Stadium. Fill up, just like Casper. We're filling it up the lit way.
Speaking of Casper, which artist do you look up to?
TSMALLZ MFANOMLIT.
That's you, bro.
That's me. I gotta look up to myself. I only look up to myself.
So you don't find inspiration from other artists?
Like not particularly saying like I don't get inspirations, but like TSMALLZ MFANOMLIT, like the things that I do, like I don't hear it on Gabza's music, I don't hear it on Fellows. Everyone has their own music, you know. So
you inspire yourself.
Self-inspiration. Yeah.
So you did talk about performing.
Yeah.
So when last did you perform, and which song did you perform, and how was the crowd? Was the crowd engaging and all that?
Yeah, I performed, when was it? I think it was last Saturday at Master's Lounge. It was on the 8th of June. Yeah. I performed 3 tracks there. It was Mshiso, Mibra, and Selfinspiration. So like, yeah, people like they vibe to them. Like even though the Master's Lounge, like, it's not fully occupied, you know, it's not that type of crowd that you're expecting. Unless it's month end, people got some cash, you know, money to spend. But it was just an easy day, but like, it was lovely. I had a good time.
Well, I'm about to hit you with a very, 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 very strong question because you mentioned that your crowd never booed you.
Yeah.
You never get that bad feedback from the crowd, right?
Yeah.
So we also Andile Mpisa in this video trending on Twitter everywhere, and so let's say you were performing and you got the type of vibe from the audience, like what would you do in that situation?
You know, like let's say like you gotta study your audience, you know, before you perform, cover the vibes, you know, like you must start as an MC, you know, MC sing hamba or something like that thing, you know, to get the crowd moving. I mean, you just can't start like poof, performing. Nah, you have to call them out, you know, cheer them up, pass the mic to others, so that you grab them attention. As long as you're doing that, they're like, oh, this guy is like, you know, he's relating with the crowd, is, you know, giving us attention, so like, let's give him that.
So the things that you just described now, is that what you do when you're performing?
Yeah, now I do so. Now I grab a lot of attention. I can go to girls like sitting in a table and then pass them like a mic. Yeah, sure. Each and everyone will be saying, yeah, sure.
Oh,
that's when
so
yeah,
you vibe with them, you vibe with the crowd.
Yeah,
I get you now.
You see?
So now, what message do you have for your fans? Since you inspire yourself, you don't get inspiration from other people. What message do you have for your fans? Or rather, what message do you have for other upcoming artists who look up to other artists? Yeah.
One thing I'd say, like, work hard and like pray, that's all.
Only.
You know, like, work hard. Like a man, like God cares the man. You know, they say like a man will sweat, and then a woman shall conceive with pain. So a man must work. If you want the money, you better work. Put in that work. Yeah.
Exactly.
If you don't put in that work, then you won't get anywhere in life. So, as well as prayer. That's all.
Only.
Yeah, you gotta pray and work. That's all.
Yeah,
Done.
Full stop.
Stop looking, like, just focus on yourself. That's all.
Your goals?
Do you? Yeah, goals. Usually, I'm still studying public relations at UNISA. It's my 3rd year, and then like I'm planning on open up a record label one of the good days, you know. Yeah, and then like start up a charity. But that's for another day, another show. Probably 2 years down the drain when I blow up, you know. Yeah.
So why is it that most artists want to start their own record label?
Yeah, it's called independence, you know, because like a lot of people get ripped off their royalties, like in Dubai.
Yeah, I've heard this story. I've read about it.
Even if the list goes on, even Sahara, you know, there are way too many. So like, I just want to go independent, get my money, you know, give it back to the society, feed the hungry. That's all.
Yeah, speaking about yeah, I'm not mentioning those.
Yeah.
Speaking about them, right?
Yeah.
So if you're given a platform to change the industry or something about the music industry or the entertainment industry, what is it that you're going to change?
Not first and foremost, I would like to change a lot of things. Like starting with the age restrictions.
Write the list.
The age restrictions at clubs, they should be like followed, because like some kids now, they moving at 16, and they should be focusing on their studies. Plus, they should be focused on the education and everything. I'd like to start there, enforce the power within the bouncers, Yeah, we don't tolerate, like, we don't need minors. The minors should just focus on books. And then if like Bafito, I'm sorry, but like yeah, December when you're done with your schoolwork, then you can prove and stuff. But like age restriction, like that thing should be like followed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like that's all. As for the dress code, I don't focus on much on that. Yeah, that's all.
With the music?
With the music, I'd love to see more genres. There are way too many genres that we haven't explored. Like my own type of genre. I do piano gong. I mix piano, soulful piano, with gong. That's the end product of the beats. Because they have that hard kick from Devon, and then that sweetness in the soulful piano,
Yeah.
and the percussion is just like 012-ish. Yeah, that's all.
So you did mention age restriction.
Yeah.
What is the right age to actually go to groove? Besides 18, yeah, you do not have to drink if you're under the age of 18 and all that. What is the right age to go to groove?
I'd say the age where you're independent, where you can get your own booze, sleep, nothing what's happening, yeah, I think like it's like 19, 20, yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah, 19,
so
20.
what if I'm like at a boarding school, and since you're mentioning age restriction, I have my own money.
If you have your own money, if you have your own money, remember, you didn't wait for that money. Someone gave it to you.
As long as it's in my account, it's mine. So I don't actually have to work for it. So I can go buy it somewhere.
Yeah, but that's true. But like, I don't judge a lot of people concerning that. This is a message for my friends, and I know why I'm saying this. Just focus on school. Like Nabo Kuva PTA or wherever you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like high school should be like you shouldn't compromise. School, guys. School.
So we've come to the end of our show, and would like a comment. How do you feel about the interview that we conducted today?
Yo, the interview was dope. The chips are live. It's still grabbing my attention now. You're looking beautiful. Shout out to the cameraman. He's a nice dude. Got the director there. And then it's a nice interview. I really enjoyed it. And I hope like a lot of people will come in, and then the platform will grow. Yeah, stay blessed.
Thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Mr. T-Small here just gave us a wonderful interview. Like, guys, I can hook you up. I have his songs. If you want a chiller Sunday, or like on a Sunday, especially on a Sunday, guys, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, he's the guy. But all in all, I just hope that you guys enjoyed the interview, and there's still more interviews to come. So thank you guys, and stay tuned. UPBEAT Showbiz on Let's Talk with Katie, for the love of music.